I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about Michael Venom Page, MVP, reveals he's parted ways with Bellator, set to enter free agency. Wow, how about that? Michael Venom Page will enter free agency for one of the few times in his career after a long tenure at Bellator. Michael Venom Page announced his free agency during a recent appearance on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani. You got to put some respect on Ariel Helwani's name. The condition of his free agency is restricted, meaning Bellator will have the right to match any offers from any other promotions. Michael Venom Page hasn't fought since a win over Goti Yamaguchi, I think that's how you pronounce it, by first round knockout at Bellator 292. The win could have potentially set him up for a welterweight title shot versus, and let me see if I get this right, Yaroslav Amosov. I think that's how you pronounce it. Most likely not, but the possibility is currently off the table at the moment. During the interview on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, MVP Michael Venom Page clarified that it's not out of the realm of possibilities that he most likely or might return to Bellator in free agency. He made his Bellator debut at Bellator 93 in 2013. Wow, 10 years with Bellator. So I mean, this is kind of interesting because I mean, Bellator and Michael Venom Page, they've had a pretty good relationship. Bellator, they kind of, they allow their fighters to go and do matches in boxing. You see Chris Cyborg was boxing. You see Michael Venom Page. He actually went over and fought in bare knuckle fighting. Right? He went over there, fought Mike Perry, lost that fight. But, Bellator is very open to, not only having their fighters compete in Bellator organization, but they'll have their fighters fight in other organizations, right? That's interesting. We haven't heard any bad blood. He's not, I don't know if in this interview, I didn't see this interview, that, he's taking shots or negativity towards Bellator. But, especially because it's a restricted free agency, Bellator has the right to match any offers. UFC would, Michael Venom Page and the UFC would be insane. The first matchup everybody was talking about, because Michael Venom Page is a welterweight. Everybody's talking about Michael Venom Page versus Wonderboy Thompson. Everybody would love to see that. But if you think of a lot of other welterweights, right? I mean, Kobe Covington, Bilal Muhammad, Shakov Rachmanov, Hamzat Chimaev, right? These are tough names for Michael Venom Page. Leon Edwards, that would be an interesting striking battle. Leon Edwards being from the UK, so, things like that. You got to throw that out there. That would be kind of interesting. Michael Venom Page in the UFC, Vicente Luque, RDA, Michelle Pereira, so the welterweight division is pretty stacked. Ian Gary, Neil Magny, there's a lot of names there. Even though I'm an MMA casual, the welterweight division, at least in my opinion, is my favorite division in the UFC. So I'm kind of locked in with the welterweight division. I know my hardcore friends, they love the UFC lightweight division, and, God bless them. But in my opinion, the most stacked division in the UFC right now is the welterweight division, Like I said, I'm an MMA casual, and it's like I can name like the top 15, right? So I'm a huge fan of the welterweight division. PFL, that's another organization you would think about. Bare knuckle fighting, Mike Perry. I don't know if Mike Perry is a free agent, or I think I heard something about him being a free agent. But you would imagine, the PFL, they could be involved in this. Bare knuckle fighting, they'll be involved in this. So Bellator, it's going to be interesting if they, whatever offer he's offered, do they match it? Out of, okay, we don't want to lose Michael Venom Page, or out of respect, do they say, what, that's a big bag, we have a great relationship with Michael Venom Page, we have let him fight in other organizations like Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, if he wants to go over there, God bless him. But we'll see, obviously this would be a very, very big hit to Bellator roster, to lose someone like Michael Venom Page. But so we'll see what Bellator does in this situation. But let me know your opinion of this story. Basically, where do you want Michael Venom page to go? Do you want MVP to go to the UFC? Look at welterweights like Leon Edwards, Wonderboy Thompson, Michelle Pereira, Kamal Usman, Kobe Covington, Bilal Muhammad, or do you want to see him fight, in the bare knuckle fighting championship versus Mike Perry again, or do you want to see him go to the PFL and try to win $1 million as a welterweight contender? I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we had a story about MVP Michael Venom Page reveals he's parted ways with Bellator. Wow. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.